Hello friends, let's learn some of the performance optimization tips in this video. The theory concepts I have already covered in the other video. The link for that video is available in this video description. In this video, I'll be showing you practically how we can implement logical clustering and then use profiling option to see various runtime statistics. So let's say means we have this an application, one of the application which is having 8 crosstabs with the 8 data source means each crosstab is referring to a separate data source. We, so when we have such type of applications, it may take some time from the performance point of view. It may uh, degrade the performance of the application. So we need to consider various options how we can how we can improve the performance. So now when we execute this application, so this is a simple application means which is having 8 crosstabs. It is definitely displaying the data means one by one in each data source. So now if you see, this is a simple application. Now if you want to analyze the performance of the application initialization and data source initialization, so for that purpose, what we can do, we can activate the profiling. So profiling activation is done from application preferences. You can go to tools from the menu and preferences. In that you will see activate runtime profiling. This is one option. The other option is to add ampersand profiling is equal to X in the application URL. So this is the best option means you can just click on this and means it will enable. So once you click on activate profiling, so there is an option a trace on it. It will be highlighted so that it will show that means it is profiling is active. So now let's run means how it shows the data. Once we run this application, so this new pop-up window which appears here, which will show the general information. So it is just general information about the application and the data sources. And this is the runtime statistics, which is more important, where it will show how much time it is taking. So for this, total time is 1213 milliseconds. Design Studio's time. So to launch the application, we can say it is 1213 application millisecond, and data sources time is to initialize the data sources. Actually, this is not taking time, but in case means data sources time is more than this Design Studio time, then we can optimize this data sources. So if you just wanted to see this how it looks, just download as a text file, and you will see this. So it will have, it will show means how much time where it has been taken. So if you see, this is the time main task of application process. Application startup only it took like 1108 milliseconds, and this 434 for data source, preparing data source is just a minimal time it has taken. So it will show me how much time it has taken for each data source initialization, get the connection. So get connection, start service, and initialize the data source. So you will notice that means for the first data source only it took some time, some more time. It's around 200 milliseconds. So because at the first time to get the connection and initialization backend connection, it will take some time. For other data sources, it will almost same, and it will take more less time. So now if you want to like suppose data source time is more than this Design Studio time, so we can um, use logical clustering, where we can arrange this in the tab formats, in the tab strips. Like tab strips we can use for logical clustering. So how we can arrange means like so logical clustering, where we will say means like tab 1 will have 4 data sources, 4 cross tab 2 will have the more data sources. So here we will see um, we have these two tabs, where it will show different options. So now what we can do, Once we run this, now we will see means how it has affecting the performance of these tabs. So now earlier it was something 1208 millisecond design studio time. So now it has taken less time, means 1176 milliseconds. So if you say for this first application which was without tab strips, so without tab strip means it will take how much time it is taking 1245 milliseconds, and with tab strips it is taking 1176 milliseconds something, means it is less than that, means 1134. So it is around 100 milliseconds difference, which is less for the when we are using tab strips. Now if you go to um, so now this is tab 1 and tab 2 we have applied. Now the other thing is also means if we can reduce the time as well for this loading of the data sources. For that, what we can do, we can for tab 1 when we execute the application, only this time is these four data sources will execute or initialize. For tab 2 we can make them as not loaded, data source not loaded. For that means we can what we can do, we can go to the properties of the data source, like suppose this 5 6 7 8, these properties we will make load in script is equal to true. So we will loading it in a script, and for all these four data sources which are in tab 2, and when we will be loading, whenever we selecting tab 2, then we will load this application. So now if you go to tab script, we'll write a script on select, like on select tab strip 1 is selected is equal to 1 first tab, then we will load these data sources. So that way it will not initialize when we are using the loading script option. So let's run this. So now if you see means the time is like 50% down, means for total time. So it was around 1200 or 1100, it is came down to 684. So now if I download, so now if you see means this performance time, so when we are using data source tab 1 and tab 2, and so that time only 1 2 3 4 data sources has been initialized, and that's why it is showing the lesser time. Now if I go to tab 2, so total time it will be this one, means again means let's see means how much time it has taken, means so now once we go to tab 2, then it will load that other data sources. Now if you see, so 500 something time it has taken, it will load this 5 6 7 8 time. So only thing is, if you see the first tab, it is taking 500 something time. So this way and this is 500 something, so it is around 100,000 milliseconds something for in total at the time. But as we are using tabs, means while switching from tab 1 to tab 2, it is getting lesser time, means that's what means. See means when we initialize or when we execute the application, only tab 1 data sources will be initialized, because and that will be executed within half of the time of the whole application. So that will improve the performance. When we go to the tab 2, then again it will load, so that will again half of the time. So that this way we can use the performance options of this logical clustering. So The other options I'll be taking in next video regarding the cleaning of the data sources and um, background processing, parallel processing in next video practically. So I hope you have understood this concept. If you have any questions, then please put it in comment section. If you like my video, then please like it and subscribe to my channel as well. Thank you for watching.